My name is Erika Twani, and I'm the CEO of Learning One-to-One, author of Becoming Einstein's Teacher. I believe every child is a genius. In this video, we're going to talk about creative teaching methods, goal setting and planning.
In this video, I'm going to share with you how over the last decade of using this unique learning system, teachers are seeing students' reading and comprehension improve by an average of 40% per year. They're seeing dropout rates close to zero and 100% of their required curriculum covered. Most of all, beyond these metrics, they're seeing students gain the skills to become lifelong learners. This learning system works in small or large classes and in both urban and rural schools. It works whether technology is available or not, and it works with any required curriculum. It works whether you are in a school or homeschooling environment. This new learning system works in all circumstances because it starts with the one thing every student already has. You're about to learn the results of more than 10 years of our research and development of the relational learning framework, a new and different way to rapidly enable your students to learn effectively and develop life skills, including social-emotional intelligence, through a single learning process. You'll understand why the average teacher today, despite being aware of the importance of delivering a personalized learning experience, continues to struggle to do so for so many different reasons. Curriculum requirements, tight grading systems, lack of resources, inadequate professional development, and so on. Once you finish watching this video, you'll no longer have to guess how your students learn. And you see how to truly tap into the potential they already have within themselves. As a teacher, you probably know these findings will help your students find meaning and purpose in their learning process. And I'll show you how to put all of this together in just 6 steps using the relational learning framework. Step 1, goal setting and planning. The very first step of the relational learning framework is adequate goal setting and planning. Students learn to be specific when setting their goals, to pick achievable and measurable metrics, and plan precise tasks to reach each goal. Then, students practice over and over again, self-observing how they're performing and correcting their course whenever necessary, with the support of educators. This is so important because specific daily planning develops goal-setting abilities, organization, work effectiveness, decision-making through prioritization, responsibility, and accountability. Planning improves self-regulation of one's performance and self-monitoring of specific actions required to achieve specific goals. All of these skills translate into perseverance and consequently personal agency. Therefore, regardless of the resources available, once the brain is committed to do or learn something, it will find a way to get it done. This is how Katie and Maria, 2 7th grade students from a school we worked with, found a way to study music in London, even though they lacked the proper economic resources to do so. They learned to set a goal and plan how to achieve it. Goal setting and planning forces us to state an intention. Research has found that stating clear intentions and achievable goals increases the chance of achievement by 2 to 3 times. How many times have you heard from a student, "I want to be a soccer player," or "I want to be a doctor," without a definite plan? Katie and Maria decided they wanted to study music abroad. They researched to find the best universities with music programs, and then researched the way students like them could be accepted with a scholarship. They are fulfilling the requirements from an early age to be prepared for the moment of enrollment. Their chance of reaching their goals is 2 to 3 times higher than if they just said, "I want to become a musician." The doing with a plan part is where the magic happens. The more hours students practice something, the better they will get at executing it. Consistency is starting something and finishing it. Reasonable, bite-sized goals will help them persevere. Therefore, although goal setting and planning seem so simple, they have a profound impact on students' lives. The goal is no longer to pass an exam, but to use what is learned with meaning and purpose aligned to a student's objectives in life. This brings a substantial release of dopamine in the brain, created by the expectation of a desirable and doable result. The process is the same with younger children who are unable to read and write just yet. Instead of writing their daily goals, they draw them. Learners will understand what they're capable of and will pursue whatever goal they set for themselves. As learners grow in autonomy, they start planning their week, month, year, and eventually their lives, like Katie and Maria. Planning and goal setting develop intrinsic motivation as learners discover how hard they can push themselves and how far they can go. It is like sailing. Although the wind is blowing in one direction, the sailor can go anywhere because she knows how to position the sail. Regardless of the circumstances, by understanding the process and doing the proper planning, the sailor will reach her destination. So students learn to visualize future rewards in the present moment, as those rewards are aligned to their personal goals. Students enjoy the learning experience when they find meaning and purpose in the tasks ahead because they now understand they're capable of doing what they set out to do. There's a more robust way to set goals and plan, but for now, start with a group goal and move to a personal goal as learners develop this skill. To get started, simply share with the students the activities that they will work on during the day and allow them to decide how to tackle them. In this framework, your students are the ones planning, not you. The more you delegate these tasks and allow learners to make their own decisions, the more they will be committed and motivated to do it, and the more you are preparing them for life. Can you see how valuable this step is for you and your students?
Look, we know relational learning works because we have the experience of working with thousands of students and thousands of teachers, and we've seen it work for them and for their parents and for their families. 2020 has reinforced our belief that this is an effective way of learning. Check out my next video when we're going to discuss the next step of the relational learning framework. For more detailed understanding on how to put the relational learning framework to work for you, make sure you read my book, Becoming Einstein's Teacher, watch my other videos, subscribe, like, share those videos, and see you in the next video.